Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware of risk in the future trading. All our videos are for educational purpose only. You're very welcome to follow any of our auto trade signals, and we will be covering today the market. And if you want to follow us on a sim. We're not responsible for your trades. For the ones that just join us, we have a three different automated to trade ATM strategy, and a scalping, swing trading, and a signal entry. So there is around 4 or 5 auto trades we cover. Uh, if you want to follow some of those signals, if you go on the left upper corner here, you will find it says a new signal, and then it gives you the direction. As an example here, ES sell. Entry price was 3007, target 3002. We are 14 ticks into that trade. YM sell position 27090, target 27056. So all is right in front of you, and the same thing you can do with forex and stocks. So right now, the Nasdaq is going the opposite direction, and then we are going to cover some of the uh, swing trading. We have some amazing trade today on the DAX, and we're still on that DAX. And this is a beautiful trade on the DAX. And we will be covering some of those auto trades and the scalpings as well. This is an amazing. We still from early this morning on one trade with the DAX with the swing trade, and this is a different automated trade than this one here in front of you. That's why I love the DAX, because the DAX moves. What you can do with the DAX on one day takes you sometimes a month to do on ES. That's why I like the DAX, but you have to know what you're doing in the DAX because it's a fast market. And also, we will be covering. We have the FIBS automated to trade, just close position around 600, and we are fixing to get a new trade also on those. So we will be covering. Officially, we start at 10 o'clock, and today we started at 9:30, and then we there is a new signal on the Russell. A new signal on the Russell. The market has changed. It's a very fast market. It's 9:30. Is a buy at 5627, target 15669. And as you see, this is the Russell. The automated trade has already initiated trade on the Russell. I personally, our official time is 9 o'clock. I'm sorry, 10 o'clock. And we're about to have a new signal on the YM, and that's why I don't like this fast market for that system here, because I prefer to start trading that system around 9:40, and because a lot of things can change between 9:30 and 9:40. So I prefer, if I'm in the trade earlier, it's very fine. But if I'm just to start up my new signal on the ES right now, a new signal on the ES, buy order 300850, targets 3015. And we're about to have a new signal on the YM as well. So there is everything is right in front of you. You follow the new signal here, and it tells you when there is a new signal and all this. Um, we officially start around 10 o'clock, but lately, because we took 1 week holiday, and we still need to take another week holiday, summer holiday. So I'm starting a little bit early right now until we dive into my other week to have a summer break. So let's look at your ES and YM. We are about to get a new signal. Let it come down if I was you a bit. It's extremely fast. I don't like fast market like this. Um, Wait until it come down a bit, please. Now the market start a little bit slow down. We need this market. Normally we start at 10 o'clock because of this volatility between 9:30, all this foul play in the market. So if you are in the trade, it's very fine. Like if you are using an auto trade like the DAX, you are already in a good gap. I mean, you are already in a trade or in a YM just took a trade. It's very fine. But if you start your system at 9:30, you should not be trading if you are not in a trade, and you should not activate the signal. But on the swing trade, you can activate at 9:30. You know, but that system here on the signal, I prefer for this market because there is much more calculation. It's not just straightforward. So there is a lot of calculation needs to be taken, and I prefer for that market to slow down a bit till 9:40 or 9:45, and then start picking up the signal. One of the tricks is if you are getting into signal and you find out that signal did go the opposite direction, you should not carry that signal for no more than 10 ticks, and then you close it. And as an example, if you have a Russell, and if the market did go the other direction, drop it after 15 ticks. Or if you are auto trading, override the auto trade, close it after 15, and then you go back and put the same number again because this number has been calculated. So if we have sometimes you get a signal and this market because of the ES has not really got up the ES and start moving, and it is extreme. It just came in within a split second from 3001 to 8 within less than 30 seconds at the opening. So things has to be getting adjusted. So that's why strongly recommend that to not to jump on the first bumper at 9:30. You wait 9:45, which most of the traders that have been around, they know this monkey business between 9:30 and 9:40 or 9:45. I don't know if it's 9:40 or 9:45 tomorrow, but this is the time where you need to, if you're not in this market, you need to step on the side, wait till this market come down uh, uh, for many reasons. First, it's like you're taking off with an airplane. It's going left and right, and you have your seatbelt on, have not leveled out yet. And the same thing, the market has not leveled out between short and long. On the second thing is, doesn't matter what system you are using. Most of you are overloading Ninja Trader, and when you are overloading Ninja Trader with 40, 50 charts and tons of indicators and things, on a very fast market, doesn't matter what system it is going to lag. And once the system start lagging on the fast market, if we are reading right now, as an example on the ES, 309.25, 309.50. That's very fine. But on a very fast market, by the time you are getting those numbers and send them back to your broker, you are around 10 ticks behind. Even if you are using an empty chart on a very fast market, you are extreme lot of slippage. So this is something, as you see, sometimes you get some messages couldn't get filled, or you overfilled. And is a very normal when you are dealing with an automated trade. Sometimes your stop loss maybe it's not going to function right away, or if it is not going to get filled. So all those small whatnots here, the Nasdaq has already hit the target. We had an entry on a buy, 79475, and the target 7967. Target hit right to the tick on the Nasdaq, and now it is a profit taken. Where is going this Nasdaq? Is going to the 7952. So let's see how this ES is going to react to this market. And we have the Russell entry, and we are about to have a new trade on the YM. The YM is not responding right now, which a few minutes before the markets open, the market was really the YM responding very well with the YM. At the moment is a wishy-washy market. If we look at this market analyzer, which immediately you predict when there is some kind of foul play in there, or if this market is not synchronized 100%. As you see here this is calculation with 1,000 lines of coding. So this is not just eyeballing, it is math. So what we have right now here on the market analyzer, every day we use the same time frame. It is 1 minute, and it says buy one direction long, and the long direction is at 30850. The Nasdaq is long at 7947, and it seems like the YM is not responding from this trailing stop we have here, which is going to be able to drag this market a bit down on the ES. So this is the YM is not responding with the ES. So there is a foul play. And another thing is, this is one of the most advanced system that you can immediately know when the market is chopped, because this question, for the last 10 years being in the public, Sam, how we know this market is getting chopped or not is a very simple. If you're not a professional trader, you're an amateur trader, you've just been trading for a couple of 3 years, you don't have sense for the market, is fine, is okay. There is just a very simple equation you can do. If we look at the ES here, it is a long. If we look at the Nasdaq, is long. The YM is not responding with the ES. And the most important of all, forget this below the CL and all the way down. We don't need to deal with it. But just the first four instruments here. And if we look at the 30-year Treasury bond, is going with the ES on the same direction, which is not supposed to go on the same direction. The ES and the 30-year Treasury bond should be the opposite direction. So when we are looking at this market here, this is the only prediction you have if you don't have the eyeball for it, or if you're not experienced enough. Even if you say I'm an auto trader guy and this does not gonna impact on me, you are very wrong right here, right now. Because if you have on any auto trade, whether it's our auto trade or somebody else auto trade, is irrelevant. The market is not synchronized. And let's say any kind of auto trade you have under your sleeves, and you have $500 profit and $500 losses on a day, you set your auto trade by looking at this market analyzer here is telling you to hold on, to turn on your auto trade, because you're going to be whacked. So by dismissing looking at this market analyzer and whatever auto trade you are using, especially the auto trader guys, they don't want to have a conflict with the market, and they don't want to read the market, they just want to read the number. You still, if you are looking at this market analyzer in this morning, that is going to save you $500 losses. And on a 300 days trade in a year, that it is over $100,000 losses if you are not looking at this market analyzer before you start auto trading. And if you are on a $5,000 account, and if you don't look at this market analyzer, if it's not synchronized, you will be kissing goodbye your $5,000 within 3 months or 2 months, depends how aggressive you are. And that is guaranteed. It's not maybe. No, no, sir. It is guaranteed you're gonna smoke your 5,000 and you're gonna smoke your 10,000, because in auto trade you still somebody have forgot to tell you that even if you are using an auto trade, you need to make sure that market is going to in sequence. And if this market is not in sequence, you're gonna get whacked whether you like it or not. As we see right now, the YM, so your opinion and my opinion is irrelevant. But what we have experienced for the last 28 years, we have to respect the market movement. We have to respect when the market it is in volatility, and we have to respect when the market is not synchronized. Now we got a buy signal entry on the YM, and the 30-year treasury bond is still in the same direction as the YM. That's mean you need to fasten your seatbelt. No matter what you do in this market, you're gonna get whacked, and I guaranteed on that, until this market is going the opposite direction, when the ES, NASDAQ, YM going in one direction and the 30-year treasury bond going in the opposite direction. You cannot mess with those instruments, ES, NASDAQ, and Dow Jones. However, if I'm a trader and right now this market is not synchronized, I still can find an alternative by trading the CL, which if we want to consider how much is the tick on the CL and the ES, I find the CL is a very extremely good, and I will not be short left and right on the trades, but I will be make sure that allowed myself 1 or 2 or 3 trades a day on the CL. When I see this market in a volatility and this market is not synchronized, then that's mean you need to sit down until right now is 9:51, and this is exactly why uh, our official time is 10 o'clock. Why it is 10 o'clock? Because why is 10 o'clock? Because 10 o'clock, this is where this market start taking a direction, and and uh, and um, and the things to start settled, and the market to start going into the right direction. So you always have to rely on your uh, data, your market analyzer data from your broker, um, and try not to overload your Ninja Trader with a bunch of junk. And as we see right now, we have the YM start taking off. The Nasdaq is over, and ES start taking off. We still have the Russell to deal with. So, guys, we still have 7 minutes to start our official time, and um, um, we will be starting around 9 o'clock. Okay, 10 o'clock. I apologize. Thank you. Today I'm having a problem with the internet, guys, and so sometimes I'm getting a little delayed, and sometimes So if you see one take off or something, it is my fault. I'm getting a little cut off on the internet, and the YouTube is sucking a lot of internet as well. So I apologize for that. Could be maybe my system is off somewhere on a signal or on a tick, so I cannot do anything about that. Uh, we are. We are, if we notice right now, gentlemen, is your ES is buy, Nasdaq is a buy, and YM is a buy, and a 30-year Treasury bond is a sell. That is now the market starts synchronizing, and now it is one direction, and this is where you see this market slowing down, and now we can start figuring out where is those level. Right now on the ES we have 30,1150, which we have a resistance around that. The second level is 3013, final destination 3015. On the YM, as you see here, we have the 122 we need to deal with, then at 127, and then 133. On the CL, immediately after the entry signal, got banged with a projection at 57.35, which it did not. I don't know how anyone can change it, can trade without the zone. It's not about marketing, but if I'm in a trade, I want to know why this market going back and where I am going to have a problem on the way to my target. Without the zone, you are practically blind. Even if you are auto trading, even if you have a good trade on one of the auto trade, you want to know where is your limitation in this market today. And if you don't have that, I mean, you're lost. And honestly, I don't know how people can do that. So now we are crossing here a critical area, and if this ES crossing that critical area right there, the next step we are going to deal with is the 301350. How this guy is traded a blind? How this guy, the amateur guy, is claiming not making money, and he don't know his levels on the ES or a YM or a Nasdaq? Why he thinks he's going to make money? If you don't know his levels in the market, it's not about indicators, about lines, levels. Where is this market about to have a problem? Where is this problem? Where I need to take a profit? If you don't have those, why you trade in life? Or jump in on somebody give you a test to prove you are a success trader, so they will give you money to invest with you. How they're gonna invest with you if you're blind? You cannot see the market the way it is really. So we still have a couple of minutes for 10 o'clock, and we start. Thank you. The most important, we need to understand what's going on when we have a profit. As we see here on the ES, this is what we are talking about, blind. It's not offending anyone, but This is the 3011. We have told you 10 minutes. Everything we say is documented on the video. You can rewind the video and see whatever we say. We are 100% transparent. We don't have this hula bully trading. It is a straightforward. Why this the YM making you go back and give up all your profit at the moment, and why this YM go? I don't want to know the numbers. I want to know why. So tomorrow when I turn on my computer, I want to know why and how I'm losing money, or how I'm making money. This is how I need to analyze this market. As we see here on the ES, we have a resistance line. We have a new signal on the gold sell at 14.26.4, target 14.24. And now the ES is struggled on the first test on the 30.11.50. As you see, this chart is a blinking. We made it so easy for you. Is a blinking. What does that mean when it's a blinking? That means there is a buyers on the road. I don't need to sit down and read at the number. With the corner of my eye, I see this chart is a blanket. That means the buyers are jumping in, and that is the end of the story. I don't need to make a special chart for the buyers and the sellers, because they can disconnect that order millisecond before they get filled. So to me, this is confirming when it's a blinking all, confirming for me. It is buyers come in, they broke that level at 30.11.50, and now we are dealing with another level. It's the 13. Final destination is 30.15, and kiss it goodbye to the ES. It's finished. It's over. It's done. It's nothing you can do about it. On the YM, we are, once we break this 71.39 on the Florin Fibs, we are heading directly to the 168 and is over. The CL has not been recovered from the projection, and right above the signal, we have a projection. That CL have a lot of problems on the way up. As you see, we have a projection followed by a resistance line at 57.40, 44, and then we are getting into the very dangerous zone here. What is the orange? That means there is no more buying in that. So what is the story on the CL for the CL traders? Right now, the CL support line, support area at 57.22, 57.21, 57.19, and this is impossible to break all those areas. It's going to drive you crazy. It's going to go back and forth. So this is where this area here, I don't want to mess with it. It is a very nasty area, a lot of support, a lot of trouble on the way down. At the moment, you cannot short the CL, and the only trade on the CL right now, this is one trick you need to do on the CL or any other market. When this market, as you see, don't go very far with the trade on anything on ES, CL, Nasdaq, Dow Jones. If this market is going in the opposite direction, don't give it no more than 15 takes, 20 takes max, and then what you do, you put the order back again on the buy order. Now there is two options here. It's been calculated. Either that market is going to go back to this level again, or we are going to get a new signal, and there is no other two between. There is nothing in between. Between those, the buying, a lot of new signals on the forex. You can deal with it. I don't want to deal with the forex. I have much more on my plate here. So we got out of the CL very fine, and if we you should not let the auto trade or your ATM go over 15 ticks. Then you can always go ahead and put a buy-in order. If this market recover, we can enter, which I do not like this entry because of the projection and a lot of resistance, or I prefer to go back and wait on a new signal, a sell signal, and then I will take the sell signal, because it looked like on the upper side there is a lot of trouble. And even if we take a trade on the CL long, there is a lot of trouble, a lot of turbulence on the, there is a projection, there's a resistance and a resistance, and at the moment it looks nasty to the long side. So I prefer to wait till the short side, or we have some clear out vision on that one here. There we go. If we notice the ES as expected, 3013, final destination 3015, and it is over. However, now we are waiting on the ES to see if it's able to break the 315, or this is an option for the trader. We call that trade for you. This is an option for that trader, either exit at 1350 or final destination 15, because there is a trouble in that area here. So this is your call. For the YM trader, it is coming straight to this 170. And if this market, there is a good trend, we could be getting the 184 or we could not. So the target the system has calculated at 171, and that's mean is 171. So based on the market analyzer, which we use the same time frame, we do not use Renko bar one day and a tick chart another day, and we don't use a range bar another day. It is straightforward. Every single day is 1 minute and one contract on the market analyzer. As you see right now on the ES, because the market analyzer is based on one contract, we have a 19 ticks. And we use on the ATM, we use two contracts. So this one here is 425, and this one here is 212.50 right now. So this is a double, and this is a one. So on the market analyzer, based on the market analyzer, based on one contract, we are 236 ticks into the profit based on one contract. We don't need, if you don't have the capital, we don't need to trade all of it, but we can trade ES, NASDAQ, Dow Jones, and if you have a little extra money, we can trade the CL. You don't need to trade the Russell, the DAX, the 6E, and you don't need to. You only need, if you have just a limited amount of money, and we have 16 ticks on the 15 ticks, 16 ticks on the ES, 90 ticks NASDAQ, 37 ticks on the YM, you're done. You're finished. You're done for today. Can we trade 24 hours? No, sir. You cannot trade that system 24 hours. That system here, it's not like that system here. That system here, you can start at 9:30. Exactly on the swing trading. For that system here, what you need to do, you can start that system 2-3 hours before the markets open, and if you are in a trade, you can stay with it with the market open, or you close everything at 9:30. You wait till this market settled, and then you restart your auto trades on that system around 9:40, 9:45, 9:50 sometimes, and then you start picking up the signal all the way to 12 o'clock. You can try your luck in the afternoon, but the idea is you should be done from 10 to 12. And now if you want to sit down and go for lunch and come back and try to take your shot at, after lunch, that's okay. But for me, I don't do that anymore. I try to catch the DAX in the morning, early, very early in the morning, and then on the U.S. session, I like to be 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock and done and over. And most of the time, you should be done. If you start at 10 o'clock, you follow a couple, 3 signals from 10 to 12, and you kiss it goodbye. And then you do something with your life, or you can do some training, hand trading, manual trading, because that will help you a lot to understand how the markets move. So right now we are sinking in, and it is obvious why we are sinking in. And as you see, there is a lot of a problem on the CL, and you cannot trade the CL now. It's not tradable. We gotta wait maybe 5-10 minutes before we can even trade it. And as we expected, the 1350, it was the problem on the 13. We crossed the 1125, but we failed to cross the 1350, and that is going to start going back and forth. Now, if you are a NASDAQ trader, we did not leave you alone, and you have enter, target hit, done, over with, and It's not over yet. What we have done, we have given you re-entry signal, and the re-entry signal on the Nasdaq is 61 level or 62 level. You can 79.62 buy limited or 61 buy limited, or you can put it in between 61.50 buy limited if you want to re-enter the market, because this is a re-entry point. So we did not just give you the entry and the exit. We gave you also your re-entry points. It seems like we're going to disable this order, and it seems like the CL might going to go on a new signal, and we will see what happened to this new signal. For the YM, I'm going to let it close at 230. For the ES, let's see what's going on. Take only 10 ticks a stop loss on this one. You don't need to carry weight with it, because look where is and this is where you can see how this market is stopped right there at this number. Okay, we have a new sell signal on the CL at 5701, 5669, and we are on a sell for the CL, which I like this way, the direction to the short on the CL, because the long trade was not good. It was too many problem. And as you see, we have predicted this one here, and this is a re-entry point for the Nasdaq. We closed the YM on purpose. We don't need to carry heavy. And if okay, well, it seems like we are changing direction again. Man, I have a million message on the Skype. I will get to each one of you guys. Just give me a second. The market is very not trying to be impolite, but I have a million message on the Skype, and I need to read them. Uh, uh, let's see what will happen with this market. Is moving really fast today. If you notice, the YM came into the re-entry point, we have not to break the re-entry point. Once this market does not break the re-entry point, that means we do not have short yet. So on the scalpers today, we got hit heavily on the Nasdaq. As you see, welcome to trade and nothing we can do. And the YM got hit, but we had a really bad day on the Nasdaq with the scalpers. And welcome to trade, and there is nothing we can do about it. So this is how it is on the scalpers, and we cannot put too much on the one screen, but that's life. Absolutely, Jim. This is one thing. You have to be in control with your trading. You have to understand what's going on in the market. And I mean, yes, Lorenzo, yes, I explained that I had this connection with the internet bit second. I do not have any chart for you guys. For Billy, I cannot give you support and send you right now, please, the chart template when I'm live on YouTube. Extremely busy. Remind me after the webinar. I'll see what you're looking for. The CL did take a beat. The CL trade, okay. A lot of volatility, and as you see, this market on the Nasdaq came back to the 6150, and this is the re-entry points are extremely. There are not the re-entry points are not automated to trade, but if we notice also plus minus one tick is going to happen, but here's your re-entry point on the YM. The market came into the re-entry point and start flying on the top again. And the Nasdaq is already done. For the ones who took that trade 61.25, you're done. Close it. You have a projection here. It's done. It's just a small scalping on this one here. A lot of volatility today. Extremely fast market. On the Russell, we are about to hit the 66. I don't know, but I think if this ES also, guys, the ES, if this ES is not breaking the 1150, kiss it goodbye, it's finished, close it. So on the Russell, if we are able to break that area here on those fib, final destination is 68.4. There is not much we can do about this Russell. So we are done with that one too. Let me see, is anything going on in here? Nothing. Nothing. One thing is about not to carry the bad trade for a very long time. Let me show it to you in a black, and maybe you can see how accurate it is. Even if you hit your when the market, we have an entry and everybody took that trade and we hit the double resistance, fine, close position, very fine. But then look, when the market on the ES went below the entry price, you can go back on it and go back and climb it one more time. I mean, the auto trade is not going to do that. The auto trade, the full automated trade, is going to take one entry target and done on the auto trade. On the ATM, the blue chart, you can move your trailing stop and stop loss, and in between the re-entry point, and if you want to re-enter the market, you don't need to use your head. Actually, you just follow the entry signal or the re-entry signal, which also this we have a re-entry signal from the trailing stop 1 and 2. We have built an automated trade for it, because the trailing stop 1 and 2, it is a fib line. It's not a dummy trailing stop. So we have built for those guys. You can take a re-entry point from trailing stop 1 and trailing stop 2. So we never. This is an example right now. The CL, it is. I would not. It is. Look at this. It's really nasty area on that CL here, and I'm not gonna be dealing with the CL anymore. We closed the YM target hit on the Nasdaq, even from the re-entry point, and the ES is this is the last trade we have. We are trying to climb on that one here. On the automated projection now, the YM just took a trade on the projection, and there we go. This one here is a different automated trade than this one. This one here is the zone automated trade. Let me make it clear. The zone automated trade is not available for the public. It's not on the web for sale. It's only for our members. Again, the zone with the automated trade, the zone, the professional version, is not available on the web. You can get the basic version, but the zone with an auto trade is not available on the web. It's not available for the public yet. Beautiful trade, a beautiful trade, and he nailed it. This guy traded live 4,367. Beautiful trade, Virgilio, and very nice. So what is this one means when I'm showing you this one here? We could have followed the auto trade on the fib. Again, the one is the zone on the for sale on the web, and on the our web page is not included any auto trades, and right now is only available for our members, the ones subscribed to the zones. So. Would be available for the public? I don't know, sir. I don't know. Not everything we built, we put it out for the public. We are building something. I don't know. I don't want to show it. Our customers have seen it on Monday. They freaked out about it. It's something very nice. Would I show it to the public? I'm not sure. I want to do that. Okay, so right now we are back to the 1119, and we are back. Don't take a re-entry anymore on this one here. It is the market is about to change direction. Let's see what will happen. I would not take it the re-entry point, and I will not take the re-entry point right now. Right now it's a flat everything. You only have the ES trade, and you should have took it and exit from that ES trade long time ago. First we hit the 14 level, pulled back to the re-entry, coming back, and we hit the floor and fibs at 30, 12, 25, and now it start getting tighter and tighter. So we are done. You see how the Nasdaq is stopped at your re-entry point? You see that? Look at this, like a clock. You know, this have money in it? Absolutely, you bet there is a lot of money, and you don't need to think about it. Don't need a guy with a, you know, I mean, don't need to be talented to take a trade from those numbers, because it's there. You don't need to do any drawing before you start in the morning. Everything you see on the chart is already automatic plotting. You just follow the signals. That's it. Learn how you can control those signals, and this is it. There's nothing we can do. Yes, sir. We're still on that trade with the DAX. On the Nasdaq, we closed a long time ago. On the Nasdaq, we closed one trade a long time ago, 780, and we still have on the okay, we're about to have a new signal. Okay, you see, this is what it is. Always, when you see this number broken, that's mean now we are coming into change in direction, and this is a really there is no short trade right now. Wait, wait, there is no short trade. In order for us to start going in the short trade, we need to confirm everything. We needs to be confirmed. Right now, I don't have any confirmation on the short, and we don't have any signal in here. Uh, the best things is ever has been working for the last 20 years is identify trend, pullback, re-entry. It is the only equation has been working for many years. So right now, as you see, there is one of our traders um, caught my attention last week. One of our trader called Virgilio, and he's a very aggressive trader. I don't agree with him, but he is a very aggressive trader. But he knows what he's doing. That's his business. But there is one day last week. It was a very flat market, choppy market. He nailed 2,000. We showed that also. He nailed $2,000 on that day, which this is very low for him on a daily basis. And he said, Sam, I'm stopping. I don't trust this market. And this is the magic word. Um, for the guys, they think they can trade 24/7. You cannot trust the market. You can survive the 24/7, especially if you are blindfolded and you are automated trading. The things is once you start picking up your experience and you start thinking and have a respect for the market and don't underestimate the magnitude and the risk you are taking in the market, is not a piece of cake, that's for sure. The only time you can earn money when you earn it, when you worked for it in this business. Does not come free. Does not come free. Guaranteed. Today, tomorrow, next 6 months, you can buy every system worldwide. Nothing is going to come free. You have to work for it. In this business, you have to work. You do not click buttons. You have to work for it. You have to earn your stripes in this one here. And there is no exit out of it. So you cannot go in a circle. So this business here, you need to earn it, respect it, understand the risk, understand you cannot trade anytime you want to. Like now here, I have nothing to trade. We are off the table. I have one lousy trade on the ES, which I told the traders to close it half an hour ago. I have nothing is in here. I want to invest not even $1 right now in this market. Why? It's finished. And now we are looking for new doors to open. And as you see, let me explain to you how this market, maybe you can see it more in the black. We had the entry. We give you where the ES is going to have a problem. Had the problem at 1150 as expected, pulled back a bit, come back to the double. Once you see double support, double resistance, you either cash in or take a trade, because this is going to be 9 out of 10 a winner trade. If the market going to double support or double resistance, you need, if it's double support, you take a long. If it's double resistance, you take a short, because it's going to reject. Then the market go back to the entry price, and now got to the projection, and now it start getting tight in those here. And now nothing we can do. I cannot move the market for you. We need somebody with a big account to come in and start moving this market, and the market got stuck in those channels. Nothing can be done. On the one we are called to straight for you on the Russell, it is over. Here it is, final destination, and it is over on the Russell. Kiss it goodbye, is over. You can use an ATM or you can use a fully automated, but this one is over. The ES is over. And now what we are doing, we are waiting on a new signal to take a ride. And there is nothing on this earth is going to make me go ahead and take a risk anymore in this market. Not this market condition right now. This market condition, it is just a flipping coin trade. It's this not readable. It is moving. Now we have a new signal on the 30-year Treasury buy, and that means it's going in the same direction as the ES. Kiss it goodbye. And now you go make yourself an espresso, put your feet on the table, and wait. It is a weight game. You know, there is something here. You have to be like a sniper with the market. You cannot just go ahead and like a water holes and go be all over the places. You cannot. You have to be a sniper. You gotta go sit down and wait till this market find a direction, and then now the market is telling you stay out, and you gotta wait till we have a clear vision where we are going with this market, and then we can trade. And I have no idea right now. I'm lost with it, and I will not trust this market to go long, and I will not trust this market to go short either now. So the only lousy trade we have is the ES. Should I take the Nasdaq? No. Should I take the YM? No. The CL is look at this, is a very nasty movement on the CL. I'm not interested in the CL anymore. I'm done with that one here. Nevertheless, with the volatility, we have 172 ticks into the profit, so that is over. You know, so we're gonna stand by here, and we will wait on the short signal, or we will wait on this market giving us a direction, because this is not a direction. Even on the scalper, the scalpers are going in the circle and they're not doing anything. It just we have a very hard hit today on the Nasdaq, and it is going around the 1500 for 1 hour, and it's nothing happened on the scalpers either. It's just going in a circle, and lose a trade, win a trade, lose a trade, win a trade. This is not the way you need to trade anyway. So Nasdaq cannot cross that area. It's finished. ES is gonna flank again, and YM, we already done the YM close position, and that it is one nasty CL. Okay, hands off. Taking a break, and we will 5 minutes, get a fresh coffee, and we will be looking to take a new signal. This is what it is, guys. You just wait on a new signal. We're done with the short when we first started. It was extremely good. We've done with the long, and now we are sitting on the side. All this nonsense in between those lines, we're not interested in it, and we will try to see if we can get some kind of trade somewhere. All right, we'll sit quiet for a few minutes. Thank you. For the Nasdaq traders, it keep coming back on the same number, keep coming back on the same number, and nothing happening. And it comes back to the re-entry point, and then it goes back up again. CL, a lot of volatility on the CL, and why am we done with it? So it's going back and forth, but those movements are not really built for swing trading, and it is more like a scalping. But we are done with the trading at the moment, and we're waiting on a short trade. And also the scalping, they're not getting anywhere. Uh, they are going back and forth on the same numbers. So actually, the CL have Ernest. I don't know if you. I don't remember, but I think you do have uh, the the zone automated trade, and you should have this short trade on the CL. It was 57.19, and even the auto trades, they are the ES auto trade, no trade. Okay, on this ES, we are on one trade with the ES at 3009 on the automated trade, the swing trading, but it's been uh, it's been a while. The same trade, the CL on the swing trade, all of them is 3 minutes, guys. It's not one is a Renko bar, one is a, and we are still on that trade for from 8:30 on this automated trade, and on the Nasdaq we still on a long trade. Okay, it is okay. It's been also from 10 o'clock the automated trade, and it's not really getting anywhere with those auto trade. The only because of the Europeans, we have the DAX has moved nicely today, but those auto trades also they're not really making magnificent uh, trade because of the market right now. They are still on the same trade actually, all of them for over 20 minutes. I don't like that. The swing trading, it is nice when the market is trending. I don't know. We'll see. Again, the Nasdaq coming back to the same number, and it's not breaking that number. The 62.75 still flat on that. Look at this. Look how smart that system is. When the market is moving, it was moving, and when the market gets flatten out with it, this is a very smart. So anything below that number right now, from that to those trailing stop, you should not be touching this market at all. We're waiting on a new signal. We have a heavy losses on the scalper. You have to see good days and a bad day. So we have really heavy losses on the NASDAQ scalper today. And the YM also. We had losses on the YM. Okay, let's see if we're going to get a new signal. Okay, finally the market is broken. Okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and get this one out of the way. And we're about to have a new signal, guys. Finally, the market is going in. Wait, guys, we're about to have a new signal. Let this market confirm everything for us. Now, if you are interested in the sell, we can put 5701 sell on the CL. This is where the entry price. $57 is okay, but this one is not a big trade because it's not gonna go anywhere below the 56.88. So let's see. Can you see how the CL is stopped at this entry price? Let's see. I think I lost internet connection. It start getting weak. I'm having a problem with the internet, guys, today, and I got disconnected somehow. So I have the emergency. I want to call it off for today. I do have an internet problem today, and so we'll see you tomorrow. I want to say thank you very much for today, and see you tomorrow at 10 o'clock. There is nothing left for today. Bye for now.